Good morning, good morning. Hello, it is Farmer Ben here on a slightly, what do you call it? Not 100%, feeling 100% kind of day, but never mind. Let's have a quick look. You're looking currently at my loot from the challenge event. As you can see, it turned out pretty well, pretty pleased with my loot. So I've got, I think it's 6 world energy flasks, 5 of the coins for the event, 3 epic hero tokens, 3 epic troop tokens, tonics, shields, all manner of things. So I was pretty pleased with the things I got from the challenge event. So as you can probably gather by that, I just came in, it was something like 492nd, so I just scraped top 500 on epic, 670th or something like that, so top 1000 quite comfortably on rare, and just top 100,000 or whatever it was on legendary, but enough to get me all a pretty pleasing set of rewards. So I was quite pleased with that. Anyway, the purpose of this video today really is not to talk about challenge events, because we've done that. It is to talk about raid tournaments, and this one's all about strategies and tactics. So we have got the 3-star Rush Attack raid tournament. Now, Rush Attack I always think is one of the most interesting of the 3 types of tournament. The easiest one I find generally is Bloody Battle, because I just, kind of get Bloody Battle, and you can always get plenty of points normally, because you can normally manage to kill somebody. Rush Attack is interesting because suddenly heroes who I would not normally advocate using in raid defense teams and things come to the fore. For example, for me, the obvious hero to put in as a tank on this one was Borken. He can go in the middle, speeds me up. He's red because there's no blues. So these are all things to consider. So the first one is in this particular Rush Attack, there are no blue heroes allowed. So it makes sense to take a red tank, because then it's very hard to colour stack against you. So I've taken 3 reds, so they can only equal the reds. They can't be weak. They can't be strong against them, which is quite nice. I opted for Gilra, who, as many of you may know, is a favourite of mine. The lovely, what's his name, Malia there in the corner. Those are 2 of my favourites. I tend to use them quite a lot in raid tournaments and raids and challenge events and whatever else needs 3 stars. Hawkmoon was a controversial choice. I couldn't decide whether to take her or Beleath or another sniper or what. So I went with her in the end. Heroes for this, when I talk about heroes, I wouldn't necessarily normally advocate. So there are heroes like Jahangir, Ulmer, some of these heroes who I probably wouldn't normally put as a tank, but because of the fact, because their mana's slow, so it takes so long to get them ready, half the time they're dead before they actually get anywhere. With this, you've got a hero like, because everybody gets very fast mana, suddenly these slow hit-all heroes are really quite useful and quite valuable. So like in the 3-star one, I'm great, Jahangir suddenly becomes an excellent hitter. Same for Kolen on 4 stars, and people like Aslar and things. Heroes who normally their slow mana, lets them down a little bit, are suddenly very, very dangerous. Anyway, so moving on to the sort of tactical part of it. So this guy's gone with a yellow tank. Wouldn't be my first choice, I got to admit. Bane is a good tank, but I would say take advantage of the colours that are out there. So I'm going to go with Gilra, because as I sort of mentioned, she's one of my favourites. Hefty Balthazar. Or do I go with Borken? I might go with Borken. Borken. And I will probably go with, let's go with Minicius for now. Let's have a quick look at their team, and I'll quickly run through who I've gone with. So they've got, they've got Beleath as a debuffer. I've got a debuffer. I only really would need him for Nahamage, so I might drop him. I might drop the green altogether, actually, and just go for another red. I think I'm probably going to drop my green and go for another red. 2 purples against the tank, 2 reds, and 1 yellow is what I'm going to go for. The 2 purples obviously will give me a lot more punch against the tank. The 2 reds will give me a lot more punch against the 2 greens that they've got, and the yellow will just be a bit of a booster. And I don't like to go, when it's fairly even, I don't like to go 3-2. I prefer to go like a mixed team, so to speak. Let's see, interesting. So I'm going to start off, can I see combo? Only move of, I can see, which is going to potentially trigger a bit of a combo, is doing this. This should trigger a smallish combo. Like I say, always like to start with a combo. Bane's going to go off blind my Balthazar, which is annoying. Hopefully my Balthazar will still hit, but no sort of guarantees. A few too many blues on the screens, lots of greens. Purple's going off there, that's good. So Gilra, I'm glad he didn't blind Gilra, actually. That would have been probably worse than blinding Balthazar. Oh, hello dog, what's going on? Dog's having another moment. She does this quite a lot in my videos. Honestly, I'm sure, you know, the more professional YouTubers don't work with this kind of thing. But then, I suppose I've never claimed to be a particularly professional YouTuber. So, oh, Belitha is dead. I was going to say there, Belitha is going to mess up my my whole planning there, but she died before she could. And I think that this move will probably just finish them all off. There we go. So, yeah, straightforward enough. Like I say, 2 reds, 2 purples. It's a balanced team as well, and that is what I would always tend to advocate. This guy's, to me, more sensibly gone with a red. Muggy is quite annoying there. It's quite a good team, actually. I mean, this isn't going to be easy by any stretch. Again, I don't think I'm going to go with a green. I think I'm probably just going to go with the same team again, because that seemed to work pretty well last time. No guarantees. Nahamag is quite annoying there in the middle. Muggy is yeah, Muggy can be quite annoying when he goes off. It's better really if I kill him first. The rest of their team is sort of fairly standard. Joshin there in the bottom corner, this sort of laughing, funny, ghosty thing. He's quite annoying. So yeah, they've not got a bad team together here. Similar in power to mine. I'm just going to have to hope that the boards give me the options that I want. Malia, like I say, is a real favourite of mine at the 3-star level. Okay, so I'm going to go for this move. This will trigger a little combo. So if you can see, I haven't got one of these things where you can draw around things before it happens, but there's 3 purples roughly in the middle. If I line them up, it will trigger a combo of yellows, greens and purples. So here you go, 1, 2, yeah, so not a huge combo, but as I always say, any combo has the potential to offload like a whole screen into them, which is always good. Tiles that don't hit anyone generate more mana, so you'll see that, for example, there my my reds are suddenly all ready, particularly because it's a fast mana game. Their mana comes up really, really quickly. Muggy, as I say, can get very, very annoying, which is why I just finished him off there. I would say now the chances are that I have got this in the bag, so I'm going to clear some of these blues out of the way quickly. Malia can have these purples. It might be enough to kill her given her shield. Nope, not enough to kill her, but there we go. She has boosted their attack, but I'm not too worried about their attack being a bit boosted. I don't think they'll get the opportunity to take advantage of it. And here we go, just finish them off. So, as I sort of say, the aim is very much to sort of target one hero at a time, create gaps where you can feed your tiles through, generate lots of mana. Oh, the connection failed. At least it didn't in the middle of the battle. I don't know why the connection failed. I'm right by my, well, not right by my Wi-Fi box, but I'm exactly far away from it. Knock the chat off a second there. Right, so here we go. Oh, hang on, that's not where I wanted to go. Not to battle, I want to go to tournament. Let's see where we're going next. Green tank. Now, yeah, green tank wouldn't be my choice at all with this. I'm going to swap Balthazar for a Bane. Be my main choice here. Balthazar I do like. He's a very powerful sniper. Certainly some of the top players in the game, like Peter and people like that, love using Balthazar. He's like really, and somebody's dead. But because they've gone with 2 purples and no yellows, I'm gonna opt for Bane instead. So I'm going 3. So again, 2, 2, 1. Find it works quite well when you've taken one colour out of the equation. Doesn't, I mean, like any of these things, you never quite know what's going to happen. Oh man, sugar. You may have noticed then that I didn't press the my fat thumb messed that up. I should have gone. There was a 5 in a row yellow, and instead of getting that, I pressed. I managed to mess it up. So that's really going to be quite annoying, and it's possibly even going to cost me the raid, which is really infuriating. This is why sometimes you just got to actually be careful and use your hands. Oh man. This isn't going to be. This is a bad start. For what should have been an awesome start, it is a bad start. Still, there we go. Maybe can come back. Who knows? Thank you. At least, what's his name? Withstood that. There, Gilra is going to go off as well, which is going to be extraordinarily annoying. I think I've lost this, and I shouldn't have. This is going to be one of those really infuriating ones. I'm going to lose it because I just pressed the wrong button at exactly the wrong time. Yeah, I just messed up a move, and I think it's going to cost me this raid. So, you know, this is perhaps the importance of not hurrying. Dear. Oh, nuts. Loads of blues on the screen. Well, they're not going to do me any good. Right. So let's see. Can we come back on this one? Most dangerous hero in many ways now is Cho-Chin. Though even then, the other heroes are going to be tough. I can keep going off. This is really going to be a battle of can I kill them quicker than they can kill me. And I've got to say, I have no idea. This is really my own fault if I lose this one, completely my own fault. Having messed up the screen, I am going to pay for that bigly. Oh, it's not going to help. Oh, at least, what's his face, withstood that. That's going to help. Good old Bane. Oh, I think this is it. Oh, giddy aunt. Can I turn this around? I'm thinking almost certainly not at the moment. Reducing Cho-Chin's mana is going to help. That's totally my own fault, unfortunately. I should have won that because I had a perfect starting move and I pressed it wrong. So again, you know, this is the important thing is, yeah, don't have fat fingers and stuff it up. Oh dear, never mind. Right, this team I'm going to swap back to Balthazar. It wasn't. I don't think that was my team's fault or anything like that. That was a simple mistake, and I have no one to blame for that but myself. Completely messed up the first move. The first move is often the most crucial in a raid. The first move or two, because they are the ones generally that will decide where you go. And I did the wrong move, and I paid for it. 2-star tank, unusual. I've got to say, unusual choice that. Now I am, where am I going to go? I'm going to go down this route, just setting up the purple 3 in a row here. Now this, I believe, will probably finish off Ganju. Just trying to look for moves on the screen. This will at least, oh, I was going to say it set up a yellow. Oh, it does still set up a yellow 5 in a row. It wasn't the one I was expecting, but, oh, out of the way, little thing. At least this time I can't. This time I can blame the screen if it goes south. That was you know, a much slower starting screen and not much I could do there. But you can see this time I'm actually not doing so badly because I haven't made so many stupid mistakes. Unfortunately, yeah, stupid mistakes. We are all fallible. Anyway, let's get this going. Bit of yellow. So you can see there that this time, you know, the screen actually was better last time on the one I lost. I'm kicking myself for that, as you can probably tell by the sound of my voice. I'm kicking myself. But this time round, it's not going to matter so much. So the screen wasn't as good, but I'm playing better, basically. Really, of all the moves you make in the game, the first one is normally the most important. Maybe the first 2, you know, you want to try and set yourself up to do well, basically. And I completely failed to do that, and I paid the price of it. And I should have been able to set myself up to do very well, because there was nothing at all wrong with the screen I had. Not always quite sure why Melia always takes quite so long to kill them all. I think it's because they had the little thing pops up at the bottom later on. So very frustrating. I should have kept a clean sheet here, but never mind. Let's go on to the last one. And again, I'm going to be swapping back to a yellow here. Like I say, it wasn't the fact that I'd swapped Bane for Balthazar cost me that raid. It was It was my own fat fingers and stupid fault. Let's just check. Yeah. They've all got strong troops. That's fine. I keep forgetting to check the troops. Always advocate checking the troops. So this guy hasn't taken a red. Gerard. I fought Gerard lots of times, I'm sure I have. I would always suggest taking whichever colour you can't like stack against. At least one of them is a good idea. That said, this isn't a particularly promising start, I'm going to say. I'm not going to do the move it's flashing. I'm going to do this. So again, it's kind of just trying to trigger a couple of little combos. This one, the screen isn't being my friend. I'm sort of playing against the tank, as you can see, and just hoping to set up some kind of decent yellow strike. Priska's gone off twice, which is never good. You never want the enemy tank to go off twice. I think that it will still. I think it'll be okay. I'm not feeling too panicked yet. I'm going to blow the gem because I think this will kill Minucius. There we are. Minucius is dead. As I sort of always say, a dead hero is much better than a wounded hero. So let's see, a Renfeld. I never used Renfeld, to be fair. He's one of those heroes that is dead to me. He's lost me. Ooh, Beleath. Beleath, the ninth debuffer. Nothing wrong, particularly with Beleath. I can see this is at least going to trigger a combo with some reds. Let's see what happens. Borken should finish off Renfeld quite comfortably, leaving me with Beleath to finish. Who will die with that move. I don't think this will necessarily finish Malia, but this will. There we go. So there we are, yes. Hopefully there were some useful tactics, clearing spaces, using the game, using your heroes in the right order, targeting the enemy heroes in terms of how dangerous they are, so on and so forth. It's got me top 1%, which is normally where I aim for on 3 stars. My defeat against Thor was totally my own fault. Nobody else. It's totally my own fault. Cannot blame anybody else for that at all. Can't even blame the screen. It was a good screen. It was just me that messed it up. And if I'd got that first move right, I would have. I think I would have won it quite comfortably. But there we go. So top 1%. I'm not going to argue with it too much. I suspect if I look on the leaderboard, where's the leaderboard? If I had won all 3, I would probably be somewhere in the top 10 probably, because 2403. So I dropped quite a lot of points. I would have had another 200 points. Hey, I might even be number 1. But look at that. Because I would have got a lot more points. Infuriating, but there we go. It happens, and as you all know, this is a 5-day thing, so I can keep it going. I can hopefully pull this back, turn this back around, and not end up losing out. So yes, the main things I would say is firstly, I mean it's a bit late for this, but consider your tank and consider which colours you can't have when choosing your tank, because that should influence your decision. I personally like going 2-2-1, but that's two of the colour that's strongest against tank, 2 of the colours that's strongest against the next most like prevalent enemy colour, and 1 other as suits. Every time I went with a balance of a weakener. Gilra is my weakener, Malia is my booster. I didn't bother with a healer. Healers, I prefer not to go with healers when I'm going for an attack, but I did put one in my defense team. And then 3 like hitters. Normally I tend to advocate 3 snipers. It's just my personal style of play. But with rush attack, suddenly heroes who have slower mana become extra good, because the reason they have slow mana is because they do a lot of damage to everyone, and suddenly they're just bam and they smash the whole thing and their mana's ready in no time at all. So for rush attacks, I would always suggest you can be quite a lot more creative with which heroes you take. Oh, I can upgrade my windmill, and I think I will, because I seem at the moment I'm forever running out of food and iron and everything else. So there we go. So yeah, not a bad start, and I'm kicking myself, as I say, for that silly mistake. Yes, we all make them, and I'm gonna cry a little bit, but no, I'm not really. I just, like I say, just ashamed of myself, particularly as it was a video where I was trying to show you the right thing. But then sometimes there's actually more valuable lessons to be learned in mistakes, and that's what that was. So hey ho. Anyway, it has been deeply, deeply emotional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to click like and subscribe and make any comments, and feel free to say, Farmer Ben, you suck, because that was a particularly sucky move. May death come swiftly to your enemy. This is Farmer Ben saying goodbye, au revoir.